What if I told you that the way you've touched yourself for 40 years could be the very reason it's not working anymore? After 60, your body isn't broken, it's just speaking a new language. The problem is no one ever taught you how to listen. Before we go further, if you find this topic eye-opening, hit subscribe and share this video with someone who might need it. Your support helps us create more honest, science-based conversations for men's health. Now let's talk about the change almost no one prepares you for. Most men over 60 are caught off guard when their body stops responding the way it used to. The familiar rhythms and sensations that worked for decades suddenly seem less effective. Erections take longer to appear. The skin feels less sensitive. What was once effortless now feels like a stubborn car engine on a cold morning, slow to start, quick to stall. This shift doesn't mean you've lost your touch or that age has stolen your masculinity. Instead, your body is evolving. Hormonal changes, slower blood circulation, and reduced nerve sensitivity mean the same old approach may no longer fit your current physiology. The grip that once brought instant pleasure might now numb sensation. The speed that once built excitement may now feel rushed or overwhelming. Understanding this isn't just about pleasure, it's about health. Your sexual response is deeply tied to circulation, hormone balance, and nervous system function. Ignoring the signs or clinging to old habits can leave you frustrated and disconnected from your own body. But with the right adjustments, you can reignite intimacy with yourself, and maybe even discover a new depth of sensation you've never experienced before. Part 1. Understanding the physiological changes. One of the biggest keys to enjoying intimacy after 60 is understanding that your body's hardware and software have been updated, whether you asked for it or not. The way you felt at 30 isn't gone forever, but the operating system is running differently. First, hormones. Testosterone, the primary driver of sexual desire in men, naturally declines with age. This doesn't mean the switch is broken. It just means the light doesn't turn on automatically. Instead of spontaneous, random bursts of desire, you may need the right setting: privacy, comfort, low stress, and a receptive mindset. The right mental environment is now just as important as the physical one. Second, blood circulation. Erections rely on healthy, flexible blood vessels. Over time, arteries can stiffen, making it harder for blood to flow quickly into the penile tissue. That's why it may take longer to get an erection and more effort to maintain it. Rushing, squeezing harder, or forcing it can actually make things worse by reducing blood flow further. Third, nerve sensitivity. Nerve endings in the skin and deeper tissues can become less responsive with age. This is a gradual change, like slowly turning down the volume on a stereo. If you use the same intense pressure or rapid motion as in your younger years, you might overwhelm your current nerve response, causing discomfort or numbness instead of pleasure. The takeaway? Your old technique may no longer be your best technique. Think of it as trading a sports car for a luxury sedan. You don't floor the gas. You enjoy the smooth ride, the steady pace, and the comfort. By adapting to these natural changes, you can work with your body instead of against it, and often discover new sensations you didn't notice before. Part 2.5. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Many men over 60 think their lack of pleasure is simply old age catching up. In reality, it often comes down to small, fixable habits that no longer suit your body's current needs. Here are 5 of the most common mistakes and how to turn them around. 1. Too much grip. What used to feel stimulating in your younger years can now deaden sensation. Excessive pressure can compress nerves and restrict blood flow. Solution: loosen your hold, experiment with lighter strokes, and focus on sensation rather than force. 2. Too fast. Older bodies need more time to warm up. Rapid movements may overwhelm your nervous system or cause you to peak before you're truly ready. Instead, slow your rhythm, breathe deeply, and let excitement build naturally. 3. Skipping lubrication. Dry skin and reduced natural moisture are common after 60. Friction without lubrication can lead to discomfort or micro tears. Always start with a water-based, fragrance-free lubricant to reduce friction and enhance pleasure. 4. Focusing only on orgasm. When the end goal is all that matters, you miss the richness of the journey. Pressure to finish can create anxiety, which disrupts arousal. Shift your focus to exploring sensations, touch, and breathing. Orgasm becomes a natural bonus, not a forced target. 5. Ignoring body feedback. Your body gives constant signals: tension, warmth, numbness, pleasure. If you ignore them, you risk discomfort or missed opportunities for deeper enjoyment. Pay attention, adjust your technique, pause when needed, and repeat what feels good. Small adjustments can make a big difference. By replacing outdated habits with a gentler, more responsive approach, you can rediscover not only physical pleasure, but also a stronger connection with your own body. Part 3. Personal stories and setting the scene. Sometimes, the most powerful lessons come from real people who've made simple changes. Min, 65, had quietly struggled for years. He noticed that the excitement he once felt was fading, and sessions that used to leave him relaxed now ended with frustration. After reading about gentle technique, he decided to experiment. Loosened his grip, slowed his rhythm, and applied a small amount of lubricant right from the start. The change was immediate. It wasn't about chasing a quick high anymore, Min says. It felt warmer, more natural, like my body was actually enjoying the journey again. That small shift reconnected him to sensations he thought were gone forever. Creating the right environment also makes a huge difference. Think of it as preparing the stage before the performance. Spend 15 to 20 minutes setting the mood, a quiet space where you won't be interrupted, soft lighting that relaxes your eyes, and perhaps gentle background music to slow your breathing and calm your mind. Deep breathing is especially important. It signals to your body that it's safe to relax. The slower you're breathing, the more easily blood flows and muscles release tension. This isn't just about physical readiness, it's about mental openness. Many men rush straight into physical touch without giving their mind and body time to sink. But when you treat the buildup as part of the experience, arousal grows naturally. Whether it's a warm shower beforehand, stretching to ease tension, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes, these small rituals can completely transform how you feel. The right environment turns a mechanical routine into a deeply personal, satisfying connection with yourself. Part 4. Techniques and support tools. As the body changes with age, the way you approach self-pleasure needs to evolve too. Think of it less as a quick task and more as an art form, where patience, comfort, and variety create the best results. Start with your breathing. Deep, slow breaths signal your nervous system to relax and allow better blood flow. Before even touching yourself, take a moment to center your mind and body. Then, apply lubrication early. This reduces friction, protects sensitive skin, and helps every movement feel smoother. Explore beyond the obvious. Lightly touch surrounding areas, the inner thighs, hips, lower abdomen, before focusing directly on the genitals. This builds anticipation and gently wakes up nerve endings. Vary your angles and pressure. Sometimes a softer, slower approach will bring more pleasure than intense, repetitive motion. Don't be afraid to pause. Moments of stillness can actually heighten sensitivity when you start again. Twan, 70, discovered how much positioning matters. For years, he sat upright in a chair, a habit from younger days. But when he tried reclining with a pillow behind his back, everything changed. It felt like my body could finally relax, he recalls. Better circulation and less muscle tension made sensations return stronger than before. Support tools can also be game changers. Warming sleeves can help mimic body heat and increase comfort. Soft silicone sleeves reduce the need for a tight grip, protecting nerves and enhancing feeling. Even something as simple as a pillow under the hips can change pelvic angle and improve blood flow. These small adjustments, breathing, positioning, gentle touch, and the right tools, can transform an ordinary experience into one that's deeply satisfying, even after decades of habit. With a bit of curiosity and willingness to adapt, pleasure doesn't just survive after 60, it can thrive. Part 5. New mindset and medical care. As we age, the meaning of intimacy naturally changes. In your younger years, you might have measured success by performance. How quickly, how strongly, how often. But after 60, the real value lies in connection. The link between mind and body, the ability to relax, enjoy, and fully experience the moment. Shifting from a prove-yourself mindset to a connect-with-yourself mindset is not a step backward. It's an upgrade. Listening to your body becomes essential. If something feels uncomfortable, causes strain, or leaves you feeling numb, it's a signal, not a failure. Sometimes those signals point to issues that deserve medical attention. You should see a doctor if you experience persistent pain, sudden or worsening numbness, difficulty getting an erection even when relaxed, or mental stress that consistently interferes with arousal. John, 68, is a perfect example. He began to notice tingling and occasional numbness, but instead of ignoring it, he sought help. Tests revealed early nerve compression, a condition that, if left untreated, could have permanently reduced sensation. Because he acted quickly, treatment restored comfort and preserved pleasure. The final takeaway? Enjoy the process, not just the outcome. Slow down, use lubrication, adjust your grip and pace. Pay attention to the feedback your body gives you. Every signal matters. And most importantly, don't let pride stop you from getting professional advice when needed. Pleasure after 60 is not about chasing the past. It's about building a new, richer experience that fits your body today. With the right mindset and proper care, you can keep intimacy not only alive, but thriving for years to come.